As we wake up this morning, and it is indeed morning once again for all of you that had the opportunity to awake and get up and get out of that WrestleDream that we got out of. Some might call it a Wrestle Nightmare, because now have we seen the end of Bryan Danielson's AEW or wrestling career, because you see, he was working off a handshake. There was not a deal. There was not a contract. Is he going to come to WWE? Is Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, going to come to the WWE now that Jon Moxley is the brand new AEW World Champion? But we're going to be talking about the significance, the prominence of that, and what that potentially is going to lead to, because if you noticed, something odd, something suspicious went on after that match when Jon Moxley won the AEW World Championship. Now remember to subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications. Remember to share this video all over the entire and become a channel member today, because by becoming a channel member, that helps literally save and secure my future on this website for as low as $1 a month, upwards to $5 a month. You can become a channel member to support everything I do, all my blood, sweat, tears, hustle time, all the emotion that I put into this channel day in and day out, whether it be morning, afternoon, night. And I'm not just talking about one video a week, a few videos a month. We're talking every single day, multiple times a day. Now, as we all saw last night at WrestleDream, first of all, I want your thoughts, your comments, your emotions. I want your review of WrestleDream last night, because I know there's a lot of WWE fans that watch AEW, because a lot of former WWE stars are in AEW, like Bryan Danielson, like Chris Jericho, like Dean Ambrose, who is now Jon Moxley, and a host of other former WWE stars. MVP. Although we didn't see Bobby Lashley last night, I'm surprised. We didn't see Shane McMahon. However, there's still heavy rumors and speculation that Shane McMahon is going to arrive in AEW with the one Bobby Lashley. So we're going to see how that all unravels. But ladies and gentlemen, the big thing people are talking about right now, and if you notice this, if you've seen this, if you were able to open your eyes and realize it wasn't, after it was all said and done, after all the smoke was cleared, and yes, subscribe and become a channel member today. Click that bell, comment. Guys, this channel is all about your interaction and your comments. We saw it was very turbulent with Bryan Danielson, and as he said, any match that I have could be my last match. And by God, if it's going to be with Jon Moxley, well, then it's going to be with Jon Moxley. But ladies and gentlemen, what came out of this was a brand new AEW World Champion, and the crowd was stunned. They were shocked. The crowd was absolutely silent once Bryan Danielson lost the AEW World title. Now, it wasn't your normal victory. It wasn't your normal celebration for Jon Moxley. He didn't put the title around his waist. He didn't hold up the AEW World title. He didn't put the title over his shoulder. It wasn't your normal celebration. What happened with the AEW World Championship last night? Well, I'll tell you what happened to the AEW World title after Danielson lost it to Jon Moxley. It was just put into a bag. It was put into a black bag. Now, people are wondering, why did he do that? Why wasn't the normal celebration? Why didn't Moxley want to wear the AEW title? Organically and naturally, this has led to a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, a lot of gossip, a lot of hearsay that Jon Moxley threw the AEW World title into the bag because it's a sign, a harbinger of things to come, because we could see Jon Moxley bring the AEW World title to WWE. Because, again, if you look all over YouTube, it's all over YouTube, because YouTube is the search engine. Jon Moxley returning to WWE as Dean Ambrose to help or save Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso, and then apparently Jey Uso, who will be joining the Bloodline, because remember, it was Jey Uso who said, "We need him. We need him," Jimmy Uso said to Roman Reigns on SmackDown on the USA Network on Friday night. That's what he said. That's what the world saw, and that is what we heard. Now, well, Jon Moxley's locked into a contract. I don't want to hear that anymore. You want to know why? Because WWE and TNA have a partnership, and there's contracts all over the place with all kinds of different wrestlers, and they are allowed to go to WWE. They're allowed to go to TNA. WWE and TNA are allowed to switch off to different companies, even though they have a contract. And just because Jon Moxley has a contract doesn't mean a damn thing to me. You want to know why? Because you can opt out. You can walk out. You can quit. Yeah, there might be lawsuits, there might be courts, but that wouldn't be the first time that contracts or there could be a buyout. WWE could buy out the AEW contract. Do you understand how many billions of dollars the WWE has now with this Netflix deal, with the Saudi Arabia deal, with all these different deals, and everybody's saying, oh, well, this can't happen, it won't happen. This is the same people that said CM Punk's never going to return to the WWE. It'll be a cold day in hell. It'll be a black day in history. There's no way CM Punk will ever return to the WWE. Hell, Sean, CM Punk said it himself. He'll never return to the WWE. Well, look what happened at Survivor Series last year. Who returned to the WWE? Well, hell, it was CM Punk. And if you look at AEW history, with the and I'm not talking about every WWE wrestler that went to every WWE wrestler that went to AEW. What I'm talking about is the main eventers that left WWE and went to AEW. I'm talking about the CM Punks. I'm talking about the Daniel Bryans. I'm talking about the Jon Moxleys. I'm talking about the Cody Rhodes, all right, because Cody Rhodes used to be in AEW. Cody Rhodes left AEW. CM Punk left AEW. And where did they go after that? They went to the WWE. Now there's rumors and talk of Daniel Bryan going to the WWE because, again, Daniel Bryan doesn't have a contract with AEW. So there's a lot of disparaging things. So who's to say that Jon Moxley himself, and you know what? He put it in a black bag. He put that title in a black bag. Now, some say he's going to burn it. Some say he's going to ruin it. Some say he's going to disrespect the AEW title. Some say he's going to have his own version of the AEW World title. Some say he might bring it to another company. Again, rumors and speculation are going wild this morning, and I had to give this video, I had to give this update, because that is what the world is talking about. They're not even just talking about, oh, Jon Moxley is a new world champion. Oh, Daniel Bryan might retire. Sure, that's all in the conversation. That's all being talked about. But now the future of the AEW World title hangs in the balance. And the big question on everybody's mind is just what is he going to do with that AEW World Championship? And again, your guess, quite frankly, is as good as mine. But if you're looking at history and if you're looking at a way to really stick it to AEW, because listen, how many years has AEW been bringing up the WWE, poking the WWE's beer? You know, they keep just making it about WWE. This is AEW, and they're making it about themselves. Well, what a way to stick it to AEW from the WWE by having the AEW World title on WWE television. Can you imagine what the reaction would be? Can you imagine what the Tony Khans and the AEW World, the AEW stars would do? Ladies and gentlemen, here on Sean's View, we come through when it matters most, and I want your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. It could be the return of major angles and huge situations in the world of professional wrestling. If you weren't woken up before, you are now being put on notice now, because Dean Ambrose is unpredictable. He is unexpected, and you just never know what he's going to do, much less say at the end of the day. And not only was Bryan Danielson beaten and battered and lost the championship, he was written off television. Bryan Danielson was literally written off TV last night. So keep in mind, it is the end of Bryan Danielson's AEW full-time career. Not to say that he won't ever return to a wrestling ring, but he does need surgery. He does need neck surgery. But the big question is also at the end of the video, the bottom line this, is Bryan Danielson going to return to WWE or AEW? And what is the fate of the AEW World Championship, knowing that Jon Moxley, you think he's going to listen to a contract? You think Jon Moxley gives a damn about a contract? Hey, as they say, never say never. Subscribe.